So, you want to beat the Glassway Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty? Well, let me show you how. For Glassway, you'll want 2 players rocking Arbalest for easy barrier and elemental shield breaks, SMGs for overload stunning assistance, and heavy linears for their great ammo efficiency and for the ability to double dip into linear fusion armor mods along with the Arbalest. The 3rd player will want a scout rifle for long range ad clear and anti-barrier shield assistance, along with the Divinity for instant and consistent overload stuns and easy to hit crits for the linears. Having a blinding grenade launcher can be nice for the Wyverns, but with the strategy you'll learn in this video, I believe it is unnecessary. For classes, Hunters want Mobius Quiver with Trapper's Ambush, Vanishing Step, and Omnioculus. Depending on what you fear more in the boss room between Wyverns and Overload Minotaurs, Warlocks will either want Shadebinder with Ice Flare Bolts, Bleak Watcher, and Eye of Another World for the former, or Cataclysm Nova Bomb with Chaos Accelerant, Feed the Void, and Controverse Hold for the latter. If you do go with Stasis, just make sure to be careful about using it on overloads as it will bug out the overload stuns. Titans will want to rock Sentinel Shield with Bastion, Controlled Demolition, and Heart of Inmost Light, or Middle Tree Arc with Curious of the Falling Star. I also recommend having a Lucent Finisher mod somewhere on the team. All 3 classes bring equal value here, with Hunters being incredibly safe in the boss room due to invisibility, and Warlocks and Titans bringing strong zone control and burst damage. Begin the strike by sparrowing down to the cave, where you'll drop some invisible marauders and an overload captain, after which you can proceed to carefully take out the sniper vandals and shanks. Moving forward, you can hop down to spawn the adds, and then immediately hop back up for a safer position as you kill the overload captain, wretches, dregs, and barrier servitor. Continue to the next room where you'll have an overload captain, a mini-boss, and some sniper vandals in the back. I recommend prioritizing the snipers first if possible, but feel free to burn the overload or the boss if they push up to you. Whenever you advance into this room slightly, you'll also spawn a barrier servitor and some more trash mobs as well, so try to knock out the initial priority targets before pushing up too far. If you accidentally spawn it before you deal with everything else, try to drop the barrier servitor first so it doesn't make everything immune. Moving forward to the next room, utilize the same tactic that was used in the first room where you can jump down to spawn the enemies, then immediately back up to a safer location where you can kill the sniper vandals and sniper boss from a distance. If you are feeling impatient, you can push up or send a player to flank on the left to burn the boss. Just make sure to be careful of the overload captain. Just like the previous room, advancing enough will spawn additional adds and a barrier servitor, which can be easily disposed of before advancing. Continue through some dregs and terrain until you reach the I don't know what to call this room. You'll have some trash mobs to clear out initially, with some sniper vandals spawning in the back left after you push up a bit. Head over to the right side to take out the overload captain, then neutralize the vandals and overload captain on the next platform, being careful of the 2 vandal snipers in the back by the exit. Continue to the plate section, where the key here is only having 1 player stand on the plate and immediately retreating back to cover the second add spawn. This section is made much easier by only having to deal with 1 wave of adds at a time. The adds alternate spawns between left and right, where waves 1 and 2 have a heavy shank, waves 3 and 4 have sniper vandals, and waves 5 and 6 have sniper shanks. After clearing the lake, advance slowly looking for the overload captain up close, then taking out the solar heavy shank, then being wary of the 2 vandal snipers on both top left and top right. After killing one of the snipers, the rest will hop down to the far back platform, where you'll want to kill them along with the barrier servitor. Take this part slow and play from range with your linears to stay safe. The key to making this boss room free is by baiting all of the lethal enemies, like wyverns and overloads, through the middle hallway of the left side room. The main issue folks have is getting flanked and overwhelmed by these enemies. Getting their attention and aggro so you know exactly where they are coming from is the key to winning this boss fight. Additionally, killing any adds before damaging the boss and the mini-boss is also key, as damaging the bosses spawns additional adds. Also remember that since Arbalest has anti-barrier, it can shoot through Hydra shields. Begin the fight by getting the attention of the overloads and avoiding the small Hydra to the best of your ability. Burn the overloads with Divinity and Linears, after which you'll want to set up to burn the small Hydra to 66% HP to make him phase out. He spawns 2 additional Overload Minotaurs at about 80% HP, but you want to burn him to 66% to make him go away so you can deal with the overloads in peace. Once again, get their aggro and bait them through the middle choke point. After you drop them and all other adds, you can damage the Big Hydra to 66% HP to move on to Phase 2. Immediately after phasing out the Big Hydra, book it to the back left hallway to get an angle on the portal where you can spawn kill one of the wyverns with Divinity and Linears. After this, you'll head back into the room where you'll want to avoid the small Hydra as you find the second wyvern to kill with one of your supers. Next, you can burn the small Hydra to 33% HP, phasing it out of the fight. Similar to before, it will spawn 2 additional wyverns at 50% HP, but you'll want to burn him to 33% to make him go away so you can deal with the wyverns in peace. Once again, get their aggro and bait them through the middle choke point and kill them with your other 2 supers. After you drop them, you'll have 4 barrier sniper hobgoblins to deal with. Very rarely, these hobgoblins will push into your room, so be on the lookout for them, but 99% of the time they will remain outside. Simply strafe back and forth in the middle choke point as you take them out, making sure that you angle yourself so only one can see you at a time. Prioritize any that are standing on top of the balcony or that are pushed up into the hallway as well. After killing the 4th barrier, you'll enter Phase 3, which is almost identical to Phase 1, but without the small Hydra. Simply aggro the Overload Minotaurs to bait them through middle, and drop both of them along with the Fanatics and Goblins. After that, you can damage the Big Hydra to 50% HP, where he will spawn an additional 2 Overload Minotaurs that you can kill the same way as before. After everything is dead, damage the Big Hydra to 33% HP to enter Phase 4. Begin Phase 4 the same way that you began Phase 2, by booking it to the back left hallway to spawn kill one of the wyverns. Then, once again, find the second wyvern to kill with a super while avoiding the small Hydra. After both wyverns are dead, you can kill the small Hydra, at which point another 2 wyverns will spawn. Be sure to be careful of the Hydra's death explosion as well. Just like before, aggro the new wyverns and bait them through the middle choke and kill them with your remaining supers. Next, you'll have to kill the 4 barrier hobgoblins that spawn throughout the phase the same way as before, after which you can finish off the Big Hydra for the win. And that's everything. If this video helped, I would appreciate it if you would consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. If you want to support me and my content even more, you can do so by using the links in the description, such as my Twitch channel where you can watch live Grandmaster Nightfall carries and possibly even run with me, or my Ko-fi page where you can aid me in producing content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.